b'siyata d'shmaya. So says the Navi. We're in the end of chapter 16. We said that Shaul HaMelech, he loses his kedusha. He gets a ruach ra'ah. He gets a spirit of melancholy, depression. Evil spirit bother him. So now what happens? Yomar na Adonenu avadecha lefanecha yivakshu ish yodea menagen b'kinor. Go and find me a guy who knows how to play the harp. So that way he can remove from me this ruach ra'ah. So then, Bayan Achad Me'Na'arim, Yomer Hine Ra'iti Ben Li Yishai, Bet Lahmi. So one of his servants, he says, listen, I know this guy, Yishai, son of Yishai, from the house of Lahmi, Yoder Nagen, Gibor Hayil. He knows how to play music. He's a mighty man of valor. He's a handsome guy. Ish Toar, Hashem Imo. Hashem was with him. You should get him. Okay, go. He goes and he gets him. He sends message.
He said he's a mighty man?
He's a mighty man, it says.
So he wasn't, it sounds like
Ish Milchama. Yeah, Ish Milchama, Gibor Hayil. Man of war, man of valor. Mighty man. So he goes and he sends for him. He sends to Yishai messengers. Give me your son. Vishnach beyad David beno el Shaul. And Yishai sends David to Shaul. ויבוא דוד את שאול, ויאמר לפניו, ויהבהו מאוד, ואילו נושא כלים. So Yishai takes a donkey with bread, wine, and a goat, and he sends it to Shaul. David comes to Shaul. Shaul loved David very much. He became his armor carrier. So he says, וישלח שאול לישי לאמור, יעמוד נא דוד לפני, כי מצא חן בעיניי. He said, okay, great, I like it. I like it very much. He's a good guy, and I want him. So the sages tell us in Sanhedrin 6 things David HaMelech got praised over here. The pasuk says, number 1, he knows how to play. What does it mean? He knows how to play. Really, there's a deeper meaning behind it. Because who said all these? The pasuk doesn't say who said all these praises. So the Gemara says it was Doeg HaEdomi. Who is Doeg HaEdomi? It was Shaul's servants, but we're going to learn about him later that he was Choser B'She'elah. He was not Choser B'Tshuva. He was big Chacham, but he went off the derech. Sadly, he lost all his Olam Haba. We're going to learn he spoke Lashon Hara and he made a lot of Janganozi. But look at this. He praised. Look at Doeg right now already. He's starting. Look what he said.
What about Kohen?
Doeg said about the Sidin Kohanim, right? Nov. But also he started about David already. Look what he says. He knows how to play. What does it mean? It's a hint. It means he knows how to ask deep Torah questions. That's what he knows, that he knows how to play. He knows how to go back and forth in Torah discussion. He's a mighty man of valor. He's Ish Milchama. He's a Gibor Hayil. He knows how to answer difficult questions. Ish Milchama. He knows how to give and take and debate. Navon Davar. He understands the matter. He knows how to deal with new issues. Handsome man. He knows how to convince. All his arguments are handsome. And Hashem is with him. Halacha is always like him. That's what Doeg said about David. But the sages ask, why did Doeg say all these things? What did Shaul ask for? Shaul asked for a guy who plays the harp. He asked for a guy who knows Menagin. And Doeg is, this. What's this shayach? What's this connection? So the Gemara says, Sanhedrin, his goal was what? He says his goal was to make Shaul jealous. Jealous of David, so Shaul should kill him. Which means Doeg was also jealous of him. So he wanted to get rid of this guy. You see, a new guy comes to the office. He knows how to get customers left and right. He's making a lot of money. So what is this? Who's this guy? No, get out of here. What is this? I know what to do. I know how to get rid of him. Make Shaul jealous and make him kill David. And in the end, it worked. You're going to see Shaul is going to try to kill David soon. Okay, anyways. So Shaul likes David. He says, okay, I want to hire him. And we're going to hire him. Fine. So now the pasuk says, והיה ביד רוח אלוקים אל שאול, וקח דוד את כינור ונגן בידו, ורווח לשאול וטוב לו, ושרה מעליו רוח רעה. David plays so nice for him. He feels happy. The ruach ra leaves him. That's it. Shaul doesn't have this ruach ra anymore. he feels really
Penetrated his soul.
what?
Penetrated his soul.
Yeah.
He lost Ruach Ra.
Some people they know how to talk, they don't know how to speak to your neshama. They don't. Okay, Rabbi, very nice. Hazak Baruch. There's some people who know how to play music. Okay, very nice. He's not. And then you hear one chazan or you hear one guy who knows how to play guitar. Wow. Bye. This guy, chaval azman, waste of time, right? Chaval azman. But no, so that's how David felt. That's how David played for Shaul. Shaul felt it really mamash connected to him.
So, he got rid of his Ruach Ra. Why he wanted to kill him?
Because in the end, they convinced him to get jealous of him. He got jealous of him. Okay, fine.
But that also comes from Ruach Ra.
Yeah, but it's not depression. It's a different ruach. It's a different yetzara. It's not the yetzara ruach ra. Okay, fine.
Basically, put him in the mood.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So you see the power of music. You see the power of music. They can take away a person's depression, a person's negativity. But the Breslovers, they're very into this. They dance before tefillah and after tefillah because they say you need to be in the mood. And then sometimes you can't pray, you don't feel it. But when you, and then after they pray like that, they feel, wow, now I feel the connection's open, right? And the person has to, there were many stories with the Rebbes. The Rabbi Nachman also himself, Allah Shalom, he used to tell one of his students, he says, your tikkun is you have to dance every day, minimum 10 minutes. Every day you have to dance. He says, why? Because you're so like this to yourself and down. You got to let loose a little bit. Your tikkun is you got to dance every day, 10 minutes. You got to dance. So therefore, a person has to know when you hear good music, kosher music, healthy music. The Rabbi Nachman writes in the lesson 3, he says, when you listen to from Adam Kasher, when you hear from music from a very holy person, it makes you closer to Hashem. But when the menagen is not kasher, some people they listen to Israeli music. Even if the guy is singing about Kiddush Shabbat, but he's not a kosher guy. He doesn't keep Torah Mitzvot. His neshama goes on the music, and then music goes inside of you. The Mekubalim say it comes from Netzach and Hod. The same place that music comes from in the Sfirot is the same place the Nevuah comes from. Your singer is your prophet. You're connected to him. So whatever music he puts in you, you're going to feel it and it's going to affect your neshama for good or for bad. The guy tells you, Rabbi, it's hard to find good kosher music. I said, listen, it's also hard to find sometimes good kosher food. But you look for it. You don't say, it's no kosher restaurant, so I go not kosher. You have to go find kosher music. Just because there's no good kosher music that you don't know about doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You got to go look for it. Just like you look for business, you look for kosher, you look for synagogue, you got to look for kosher music also. So therefore, a person shouldn't give himself excuse. Okay, fine. Now, one more thing before we move on to the next chapter. Right. So David HaMelech, he was the person who was righteous and he knew how to play music on a holy level. Now Adam Rishon lived for 930 years. Chazal say he was really supposed to live 1,000. Hashem showed him the future generations. He saw that David HaMelech was going to live for only 3 hours. So he said, listen, I'm going to give him potential. He asked Hashem if he could give him from his own life. Hashem allowed Adam to give David 70 years. This is in Zohar Parashat Bereshit. So you see, Rabbi Yashiv says, you see some people, they didn't even deserve to live, and Hashem gave them matanat hinam. He gave them a gift, right? So a person shouldn't be upset. Who says you deserve more? Maybe what you have is a gift. Maybe somebody else gave you didn't even supposed to get. So a person has to look at it different. I saw yesterday a nice mashal. He says one guy got burnt on his hand. He was upset. He wanted to almost, God forbid, have questions on Hashem. Why this happened to me? So the guy next to him said, listen, let me tell you mashal. He says, if you see a guy, he's driving like a crazy, 100 miles an hour on the street, no seatbelt, drunk, no license, stolen car, child in the back seat, he gets pulled over. What do you think is going to happen to him? As the guy says, Chalota, that's it. He's done. He's toast. So then the police officer tells him, listen, I'm not in the mood right now. I'm tired. I was on the way going home. Listen, take $5,000 ticket, pay it, leave me alone, go home. So what do you say? Oh my goodness, $5,000 ticket. How am I gonna do this? Why me? Complaint. You're gonna say, hey, you're gonna kiss the guy's hand. You're gonna say, thank you, $5,000. That's it for what I did. No problem. I'm gonna go home and pay it. So therefore, a person has to look at his life also. You burned your hand, okay, but you could have been worse. You know, who knows what this saved you from? Who knows it's better now than when you're driving, you get in an accident. You know, why are we assuming we're entitled? And that's a mistake we make sometimes. So therefore, that's what we learn from this. David the Melech's whole life was connected to Adam Rishon. He gave him a gift, and he says because of that, David the Melech was also able to do a certain tikkun for Adam Rishon, and he was able to write Tehillim. The Tehillim was a very, very high, lofty book because David the Melech has in him neshama, years of Adam Rishon that nobody else had. Nobody had that koach, only David, because he had years from David the Melech, from Adam Rishon. And therefore, that's why he had the zuchut to do that. So, okay, we'll stop here. We'll continue to 17 next time. Baruch Hu.